Hey, let's gather here if you have an uncle who is broke at 40 despite starting well in life. Okay, maybe not your uncle, maybe a friend, a neighbor, somebody you know who actually started very well, but in their 40s, they are now broke. Now, we are not about to gossip. Fabada, I will not do that. We are not about to gossip. We are about to understand why men are broke in their 40s, especially Nigerian men who are salary earners, fixed income earners. They will start so well in life, they have beautiful jobs, at least to the best of your own knowledge. But then along the line, they get broke and they really can't make, ends meet. Again, why is this? The objective is so that we can learn from their mistakes and not repeat their own errors or recycle their mediocrity. Whether you are 20 years old now or you are 30 years old now, if you know somebody who is broke in his 40s, then let us understand why this may be happening. But before we go into that fully, welcome to my channel. My name is Ayo Jimmy. This is the Working Class channel. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please help me do that now so that I can grow this channel. My numbers are still very low. I need you to help me grow. Okay, so let's do it. So why are men broke in their 40s? Now let's look at it this way. When you are a salary earner, a fixed income earner, let's say you start out working and you are being given, let's assume you're being given 300,000 naira, or even if it is 400,000 naira as a bachelor in today's Nigeria. Oh, you are like a big boy because all you have to do is take care of yourself. Okay, with your salary you can do a lot of things, get a comfortable accommodation in some areas anyway, because it depends on where you go to rent an apartment. Get an accommodation that is comfortable according to your budget, probably save enough to get a car. You had your house equipped with your 400,000 naira, and you really have no responsibility whatsoever at that point in life. It's just you and probably where you have a babe somewhere, you have a girlfriend or a fiance, as the case may be, to spend on when you have the money to spend. But the moment marriage comes in, on your 400,000 naira, now I'm talking about the Nigerian setting where the man is meant to be the provider for the house, where the man is meant to be the breadwinner for the house, where a woman is not really mandated to contribute. She can assist, but it is not really in her duty to do that. I mean, it is not really in her place to do that. You are the head of the house and you are meant to, provide for the family. Now, when a woman comes in, I mean your wife comes in, on top of your 400k per month, you are now two. At this point, before you got married to her, spending on her was optional. You did it when you felt you could do it, but now it becomes obligatory. It becomes mandatory. You must provide for your house. You must buy food. Now, two people are eating from the same pot now from your 400k. In no time, because this is Africa, the first child comes in. Yes, everybody comes around. I have not talked about the amount of money spent on wedding. Some of you would have actually borrowed money to do the wedding, elaborate wedding, and feed people, 10% of whom you don't even know. So let's even assume that you did not borrow money to do wedding. Let's focus on expenses of running the house. With your 400k, you now have 3 mouths to feed: your mouth, your wife, and your child. In no time, the small child starts attending school and you start paying school fees. Now, in Nigeria, you don't really want your child to attend a public school again, especially in that early year. Okay, in those early years, I beg your pardon. So, on top of your 400,000 naira, you are now having 3 people to take care of, plus all other expenses. Okay, let's be very sincere. Maybe you work for a government establishment where they still do promotion after every 3 years. Most of the times, go and check out the ministries, the departments, or any other parastatal. You will probably have a 15,000 naira addition after 3 years. Maybe if they like you, maybe like a 50k addition to your salary after 3 years. So in 3 years, you have a wife, you have a child, you have growing expenses, yet you only have 50k addition to your salary. In no time, the second child comes in, the third one comes in. And if you are very reckless, like some men are down there, yeah, the fourth one will come in. Bottom line, by the time you are in your 40s, your kids have grown, they are in the secondary schools, okay, and the bills keep increasing every day, yet your income is not increasing at the same rate. For most men in Nigeria, your bills keep increasing at an exponential rate while your income is increasing at a very arithmetic rate, if there is anything called very arithmetic in the first place, and that is a problem. At some point, your expenses will outgrow your income, and you begin to feel what is called midlife crisis. You really can't make do with what you are earning. You really can't sustain yourself or your family with what you are earning, and that is the beginning of a problem. After a while, it's a matter of time, because Nigerian men don't understand the fact that having a new child or adding to the number of children you have should not be determined by your ability to have an erection. It should be by your ability to provide for the child that is coming. You have to realize the fact that before you bring in another child to the family, okay, you must have another source of income that will cater to the need of the new child that you're adding to the family. You must ensure that you structure your finances such that as your needs increase exponentially, at least your incomes are also increasing exponentially. If your income is increasing arithmetically while your expenses are increasing geometrically, then you will be broke. And what does it mean to be broke? When you are not able to meet basic needs again. You can't even guarantee that you will have 3 meals in that family, let alone 3 square meals. You know, people don't talk about 3 square meals again now, whether square, circle, rectangle, or what have you. Just ensure that you have 3 meals. And in this era of tipping, that becomes critical. So if you're not careful, by the time you are 40, you have so many things to sort out. Your expenses are so huge, and retirement is knocking on your door, yet your incomes are so reduced. At that point, you begin to give up on your own dreams and aspirations. That is when the Yorubas will say that in literal times, the enjoyment that a horse cannot have, let his tail have it. Now I ask, what happens to the horse enjoying and is still enjoying as well? So if you are in your 20s now, maybe you are 25, you're 27, and you have just started a new job, it's okay to have what people of your age will have. You want to have a wife, you want to buy a car, but hey, many of those things will become liabilities if you don't plan very well. Ensure that when you bring in a new child, or before you bring in a new child, ensure that you have a source of income or a way of adding to your income level. And these days, there are so many sources of that. Chances are that if you try to learn some skills, especially ICT skills, you will be able to increase your sources of income without leaving your 9-to-5 job. And that is what I think I should tell you today. Hey, men get broke in their 40s, especially fixed income earners, because they have not thought deeply about how to increase their sources of income geometrically while their expenses are also increasing. So it is important that you learn that, okay? I'll see you next content. Thank you.